going on, Syndicate? This is Shadow here, aka Yovi, but I changed my name because that was the character in my main novel that I wrote. And I'm here with Isaac, Caesar, and one other guy who I don't really care to know. And we're here playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask these losers some questions. So, Caesar.
Reinforcements are being depleted.
Yep.
And the rest of you guys. What did you guys think of Episode 1?
Potential,
Jar Jar
but
Binks.
underfilled.
I don't care for the sequel, the prequel series.
I thought it was an okay series, but Jar Jar just made it, like, so weird.
It made you look like your first night having
User entered your channel.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. But, there was
Jar Jar.
there was rumors that Jar Jar may have actually been the one that the most clever character in the entire series, because he actually had the power to put Palpatine on the throne.
Yeah, but he was pretty much one representative, and Palpatine pretty much convinced him to vote for him after Valoran was disposed of as previous chancellor.
Well, yeah, but Palpatine was a manipulative dick anyway, so...
Yeah, basically what I think he did was Palpatine convinced the Senate to overthrow Valoran as chancellor, and convinced Jar Jar after the invasion of Naboo and the overthrow to vote to have Palpatine as Supreme Chancellor.
So basically, Palpatine grew a Winston Churchill by
a man who lives under the sea.
Under the sea!
So I have to ask, if Qui-Gon had survived and he actually killed Darth Maul, would Qui-Gon be able to defeat Sidious and prevent, like, the entire Empire from forming, or would that not be possible?
possibly, yeah, maybe.
I
I
think
think Yoda was the
Or
only
we
one
could've
with the
just
power
seen
to
more
defeat
Liam
Sidious.
I think Qui-Gon was more powerful than Yoda was. Because, I mean, in the series, the Clone Wars series, Qui-Gon in death came back and helped Yoda out.
Well, maybe he would have a more strong influence on Anakin.
And also, Yoda also learned this power from Qui-Gon, and you know how they pretty much obtained it from... There was a small series of Season 6 episodes on the Clone Wars, the CGI, which includes the secret to immortality, i.e. the Ghost Spectral.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There was a big thing in the Season 6 of the Star Wars, the Clone Wars series, where they actually had a clone who had negative side effects to the Order 66 protocol.
Oh yeah, I remembered that. He ended up dead. Sorry, spoiler alert.
What if the Senate or the Coruscant Guard didn't kill that soldier? Like, I think it was, what was his name? I can't remember it. It was Heavy or something, wasn't it?
Heavy,
Yeah,
I believe.
Fives are heavy.
Oh, fives. I think it was fives.
What if they didn't kill him? What would happen? Like, could he expose a big conspiracy?
He nearly did. He was literally 2 inches from that when, you know what happened.
Yeah, the Coruscant Guard
Yeah.
kind of acted in full force of the Republic / Empire.
Palpatine could have been taken from his safe little room and
The Senate office. But I don't think they would connect Palpatine to Order 66 there. Possibly over to the Jedi, but I'm not sure. Oh, CIS.
well, the Kaminoans
Considering-
knew about it.
The CIS probably, considering that there were some people in Camino that were sympathetic to the Confederacy at the time.
Yeah, there were scenes in the Clone Wars series where Darth Maul actually survived, and Savage Opress, who was his I guess you could say him stepbrother, they were fighting against Darth Sidious the entire time, and when they did that, Darth Sidious pretty much just slaughtered them. So it's pretty crazy how that actually happened. I mean, Sidious massacred Savage, and he kind of tortured Maul, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm not really that far to Clone Wars yet. I'm on season 4 now.
The
I
Republic
just
is in
reached
control
it.
of a command post.
I have to say, there was a lot of parts in the Star Wars series that really confused me. One of them was being Jar Jar at the main, because Jar Jar was just such a weird character. I mean,
He reminds me of Jamaica.
Jamaica.
You know,
The way-
one thing I don't understand about the Star Wars series. Why can there only be 2 Sith? Like, they have that rule where there only can be
Well,
2.
I think the reason because of that was because of Revan and who was the Darth, not Nihilus, but
Bane.
It was
Actually-
Darth.
No, not
Full,
Bane.
it was Darth. Yeah, it
Actually,
was Bane.
it
and
was
someone
Darth
else.
Yeah, the
Revan.
rule of 2.
Actually, it was Darth Revan that actually invented the rule, and then Darth Bane elaborated on it and actually made it a part of Sith teachings.
I forgot who killed Revan.
Republic
It was
is
a,
in control
it
of a
was a
command post.
Jedi, right?
Reinforcements are being
Technically,
depleted.
Revan never died. He just went away.
Yeah.
He
There
was
was
the
some
main character
lore,
in Knights of the Old Republic.
there was some lore that one day he was ambushed by mercenaries or something.
No, I
and-
think the
and,
rumor was that he was ambushed by Jedi. He was walking into the Korriban temple, and there was like a Jedi ambush or something. That was the rumor.
Oh right, I mistook
I mean-
that for Assassin's Creed.
I mean, you find out in the latest Star Wars game, apparently, that the Emperor captured him and locked him up, and then he broke out, and now he's on loose again.
He's a
Yeah,
convict.
apparently stasis can keep you alive for 200 years.
Well, then
So we're
again,
talking about.
Go ahead.
oh, yeah.
We're talking about Revan, right? Darth Revan?
Yes.
Yeah. No, the bird raven.
Alright.
Well, actually, Ravensoft did make JKA, so.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So, Revan, he's the main character of the Knights of the Old Republic, right? Yeah.
yep, I think so.
And
hit-
he
hit-
was mind wiped out and started giving new identity.
So Jazzy,
Revan,
What?
actually, I don't think Revan actually invented that rule.
He did.
I mean-
I thought the
There
same.
was-
Darth
there was-
Bane
No,
rule did
no,
it.
because remember when Malik had Revan as an actually, it was Revan.
It was
that
Revan with Malik as an
as-
apprentice.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was the other way around.
But they
I'm
had
an
the whole
idiot.
entire Sith Academy.
Well, here's the thing. I thought it was the same way too, and I kept saying Darth Bane, but then somebody actually showed me where it says Revan was a person that had the first idea about it, and then he never really did anything with it, and then Darth Bane found one of Revan's Sith holocrons, Sith holocrons, and then he's like, oh, that's a good idea, and he elaborated and actually incorporated it into the Sith teachings.
Okay, actually, I'm just gonna look it up right now.
so Jazzy, you mentioned earlier when we were playing Jedi Academy that you think Jar Jar was that could have been the ultimate Sith Lord or the ultimate evildoer, I guess.
It's possible. I mean, what way? I mean, what is the way to win a fight? Is if your enemy underestimates
idiot?
you. Yeah, the enemy underestimates you. Nobody would think that this idiot that we just randomly bumped into could possibly have any ill intention, when
They
actually
just shoot him.
he was involved in every single major aspect of the rise of the Empire. Every single one he was a part of.
He
And he played a heavy hand in it.
yeah, he did play a heavy hand in it all, but what happened after episode 3? What happened to him then?
We'll just say he took his seat of power and just ran with it.
Or, oh. I'm sorry, I thought I got a call.
maybe he took a piece of the pie,
If he
but
played
basically, like, Palpatine gave him, like, some of his share, I guess.
Well, he is a senator at this point, so that's his piece of pie right there.
Actually, he could have just been
If-
a easy to fool kind of guy, and when because you know, Amidala, the queen over at Naboo at the time, was very strong-headed and like could have debated with Palpatine over the issue on whether to vote for him as chancellor, or we'll introduce the idea anyways. Then to invade Naboo, have her run away to her planet, which she loves so dearly, and then have a fool run her spot.
I think Jar Jar was he could have been the ultimate general if you ask, because I mean in the episode, like in the Star Wars, the Clone Wars series, he actually did become the general, because the general was, I think he was murdered, wasn't he, by one of the CIS.
He was killed by Grievous.
Honestly, I
Oh.
think he was just always at the wrong place at the wrong time, starting from the beginning to the end. With episode 1, where we first find Jar Jar running away in the forest after being outcast from his own home city.
I remember that. What do you guys think about the whole, because this is a big topic to both the Syndicate and every Star Wars fan out there, what do you guys think of the whole Mace Windu versus Palpatine, or the Darth Sidious? Do you guys think that if Anakin did not interfere, that Mace could have won?
Yes.
Very.
He would make Darth Sidious look like a bitch.
What do you think, Jazzy?
Made him
He would
look
go
like
medieval
one.
on his ass.
Wait, what was the question?
Like, if Anakin Skywalker did not interfere in the Mace Windu versus Sidious battle, what could have happened?
Well, in essence, Mace Windu was using a form of Juyo to reflect the lighting back at his face, which caused him to be so, like, stoned with all those.
It showed
pretty
him
much
his
turned him
real
horrible.
self.
Yes. So, in essence, if Anakin wouldn't have stepped in, then he would have lost. And Palpatine knew at this point, either he lets me die, and eventually that he knows that right now Anakin's struggling. So if he would have let Palpatine die, eventually he would have still fallen. But he was just hoping and praying or whatever he does that he fell at that moment.
Actually, I
'Cause there
think
was
he
no way.
pre-planned it.
He was venting.
Yeah.
I think he pre-planned it to where, you know, when Anakin confronted Palpatine over at the temple before, not temple, Senate building, before Windu came in with his friends.
Yeah, I think Plo Koon just got completely raped in that sequence. I mean, Plo Koon was a master Jedi, but he just got totally annihilated by Sidious.
Remember, he
Plo
was on a
Koon
plane.
was on
Starfighter.
Plo Koon was on Cato Nemodi and he was shot down by his own soldiers.
I mean, not Plo Koon. Who was it?
Yeah.
Kit Fisto.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Something that kind of bothered me about the prequels is, how did no one see that Anakin was going to fall?
I guess it's possible.
Everyone
I mean,
did.
only Yoda and Mace
I mean-
Windu could have seen it. I mean, they were the only powerful Jedi who knew.
Yeah, if that's true, then they do have such a thing as Jedi shadows. They could have been like, okay, he's gonna fall soon, so they're gonna put the shadows on him to say, let's see what happens. And now you have a big brother watching you every move you do, everything you make.
I think
So the point
Yoda.
Hey, let's not forget that they were kind of reluctant to let him enter the Jedi Order.
Oh, that
Give
is
him a
true.
seat on the Jedi Council. No, they did not make him a master.
That is true. But even the Jedi Council are unaware of who the shadows are. So the only person that knows who every single Jedi shadow is the actual shadow head himself.
You've lost control of a command.
I think Yoda was such a conservative that he really he was just more for peace than anything else. So he just wanted to let things flow as they were.
I mean,
He didn't want to interfere.
Even when Anakin came to talk to Yoda about the feelings he's been having and all this other stuff, I'm not even a Jedi, and I could see that there was some stuff wrong with this kid. And you know that he's been hanging out with Palpatine a lot.
I think Mace Windu, in a way, knew Palpatine was evil because he could sense his presence, like an evil presence, whenever he was talking to Palpatine. But he never made a move on it. He just always felt it. It's kind of like being in a haunted house and you can feel a cold chill whenever there's a ghost nearby. He kind of.
Actually, you know what? I think I may have a theory as to why the council didn't move on Anakin that quickly. The
Well,
reason...
He was the chosen one, so.
Yeah, well, still. Apparently, I checked on Wikipedia a few months ago, and I found that Palpatine used some Force cloak stuff. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, I
Which-
mean that's true.
Yeah, maybe you could have used it on Anakin as well to hide mainly his, dark side of himself.
That's possible.
I guess so, but what do you guys think of the whole Boba Fett, Jango Fett thing? Did you guys like that thing, or did
Brother
you want
and
to see more?
son, always sharing the same feet.
I think they're highly overrated. I really do. Considering that, what do you call it, Boba Fett died by accident.
Yeah, but there was another bounty hunter. It was Cad Bane. They made him into a badass into the Clone Wars series. He reminded me of
Like a brat, just like Anakin.
Yeah, I just don't
only-
get it. I mean, everybody's like, Boba Fett love, this, that. Do you realize that Han Solo killed him by accident because he didn't know he was behind him, and he kind of turned around and went, oh, my bad, and he exploded.
Cad Bane reminds me of like a
actually,
Star Wars
there's
Clint
some
Eastwood.
that- Yeah, there's some not rumors, but lore that Boba Fett actually escaped from the... Get the name!
The Sarlacc.
Sarlacc, yeah.
Yeah, he did escape from it, but then he just got put right back. Like twice. He escaped twice and put him back, and then he didn't get out the last time.
So I didn't notice until I actually read the books that Luke Skywalker becomes the most powerful Jedi in the world. I mean, in the
Yes.
galaxy, not the world, but like he becomes 10 times more powerful than Darth Sidious ever was.
Yes. But you
Maybe
have to really...
Lucas.
They make...
User
They
disconnected
look-
from your channel.
They make Luke, look like God modding was just a piece of pie.
Oh, in the movies, they never explain how powerful Darth Sidious actually was. They just pretty much have him stand there, look evil, and shoot lightning. Like, if you actually read his background and all the books he was in and all the different adventures he's been through in his training, he was probably more powerful than any Sith in all creation.
I
mean,
think
granted, you got the old the good ones like Plagueis or Ajun Dapal, but
Yeah,
he was up there with them.
Okay, let me put this simply. In the books, Sidious was, let me put this
God?
in one word. Yeah. And when it was time for the movies, they made him look like an old person. It looks like he was about to collapse on a stroke.
I got some candy in my throne room, kids.
But for instance, one of his main things was his force run was so fast,
User entered
That-
your channel.
it was almost to the equivalent of teleport. He could move faster than the speed of light.
Yeah, I kind of think it's kind of funny because in episode 3 he was like such a badass in fighting, but he was like, nah, I'm retiring after this. So he's like episode 4, 5, and 6. He's just like sits there like a lump on a log and just shoots lightning at you if you like piss him off.
Well, remember, he's like 90 years old at the time.
He was like, how old was he? He's like 60 or 70.
He was born 82 years before the Battle of Yavin. At
User
so
disconnected from
I'm
your
not
channel.
kidding. He was literally almost like 90.
Is in control of a
Good God. 90-year-old
He
man
must be
still got some
ashamed.
moves.
Yeah, probably after he was like 75, he turned from athletic old man to old crumbling old man.
Wait, he had some 4th-degree burns from Mace Windu. So, the whole thing
Or he
with Jar
probably
Jar,
slept.
I like.
Probably got an STD.
What do you guys think of? This is the weirdest part of the whole Star Wars series: the clone and the stormtroopers. I mean, stormtroopers, they made them into the clumsiest dumbasses of all times. I mean, they were just horrible shots. They were so clumsy, and then they like their brethren or their like
Another command post.
former selves, the clone troopers, were just elite commando warriors who could basically ultimate badasses.
After the Empire was formed, they pretty much almost scrapped the cloning process and turned back to recruiting people.
Well, the reason they did that is because Palpatine didn't want someone else to make an army the same way he did. So immediately they destroyed the cloning facilities on Camino, and they pretty much forbid clones everywhere else. So in the movie, the Empire was pretty much half clones, half actual enlisted people.
I didn't even know that, but thanks. I like that. That's such a weird idea.
I mean, if you play Battlefront 2, they'll explain that the cloners made a rebelled against the Empire. They created their own clone army, so that's the
Yeah,
reason why
so
they had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the clones were a means to an end to Palpatine.
Yeah, but then again, it was nice having disposable units that you can just throw into the enemy.
Here, toss them at you. Toss them at you.
Like-
I think
You get a clone trooper.
Here's a-
Everyone gets a clone trooper to the face.
And
You know
the
what?
last time,
I just had a thought. I think that was a whole entire like personification reference to the Roman Empire, where they had elite troops, troopers, the Legion, but then later on they kind of like lost their edge. They had to go to recruiting barbarians, weaker
Yeah.
units. I just thought of that.
especially when Palpatine started cloning Force sensitives, didn't turn out too well.
Yeah, he cloned Starkiller. No, he didn't. He didn't clone him. He killed his master, didn't he? Or Vader
No,
did.
Yeah,
what happened was
Sidious
he killed his
killed
master.
his master.
No, I think it was Vader who did it.
Yeah, Vader trained him, and then Vader killed him to prove to his master that he was still worthy. And then behind Palpatine's back, he cloned him again. But the problem with cloning Force users is the fact that they kind of aren't mentally there. They commonly end up going batshit insane and killing everybody around them. That's why nobody uses them anymore.
I tell you,
More
they could have.
crazy than bots.
They could have done a lot more with Darth Maul and Savage Opress. I mean, they kind of threw them out like trash in the Clone Wars series.
Well, I wouldn't say like trash. They fought Palpatine. The
They-
whole scene of them meeting Palpatine since whoever
Hey,
knows
Bella.
how long.
Well,
was
they
just
lasted
amazing.
longer than 30 seconds, so I consider them better than Fisto.
And you know, the interesting fact is Darth Maul was never actually a Sith.
Reinforcements are decreasing.
It was a Knight's. Wasn't he a Night Sister or what do you call him?
Night Brother,
yeah.
Night Brother. Over at the Demothians?
It's Darth Morian.
Dathmorian.
Yes.
Dith or Doth, faith.
Was it
Another thing,
Dathomir?
That's where Rancors come from.
Yeah.
It was Daphne.
Yeah, and the Witch Sisters.
Dathomirian witches, I love them. But I found
User
that I was
entered your
wondering
channel.
because in the time that they were doing that, Darth, it was the two Sith. It was Rule 2 involved. It was Palpatine and Tyrannus. That was it. And then after Anakin killed Tyrannus, then there was a slot open. I'm gonna train now.
They made Tyrannus pretty good.
Jar Jar?
Anakin.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's where Vader came from.
Yeah, I was just kidding there.
So,
In the
what's your guys' favorite Star Wars game?
Shadows of the
Say
Empire.
that.
Shadows of the Empire.
Battlefront
Star
2.
Wars
I'd either say
Star Wars Elite Squadron.
I'll tell you,
Yeah, I'd
my
say-
favorite would probably be either Jedi Academy or Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 1.
I'd say either, for me, Knights of the Old Republic for its RPG elements, which were good at the time for me, and Empire at War, considering I love strategy a lot. And
I can't give it to Battlefront 1 because they didn't have heroes in there yet, and I love just jumping onto the battlefield with Mace Windu or Yoda or Anakin or Vader.
I'm doing
or
that now.
whatever.
I'm fighting Count Dooku right now, or Darth Tyrannus. So, what do you guys think Disney's gonna make in this new movie?
family friendly?
I wouldn't say that much.
Well,
Because-
actually, no, not.
Disney's gone a little dark lately.
Mickey
One thing
Mouse
I've
killed
noticed
Minnie
with the
Mouse.
Star Wars. One thing I
No,
wish they would
breaker.
implement into the new Star Wars movie is the 20th Century Fox intro. I just wish they would put it in the new Star
I
Wars.
know you guys are gonna hate me for saying this, but I want to see a Star Wars movie that actually features the planet Earth.
Command post under attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
it
would
could
love
go-
that.
Okay,
Well,
it can't have,
what
it
is
can't
this?
have Earth.
Battlestar Galactica?
It can't have Earth for the main fact of it's a galaxy
Far,
far way away.
far away. Yeah.
Well,
This is
Galactica
nowhere near
is
Earth.
probably in a
It's still
galaxy
possible to
far,
travel
far
there.
away.
It's still possible to travel there.
like it's like Red Dawn, but like Star Wars edition.
But here's something that I'm actually interested in
Soviet
seeing the
planet
movie.
Coruscant?
Because
Yeah.
like, are you guys a fan of the new Marvel movies that have been coming out lately, like X-Men and Avengers
man.
and everything else?
Kind of.
I mean,
No.
I mean,
I think Marvel is just over like they're just over doing it. Like this.
I mean, here's the thing.
They're
But they're
screwing out
good.
more movies than Call of Duty games.
you know how many movies they went so far through this decade?
What?
40
Yeah.
Marvel movies.
But they're pretty much good. I mean, they're not amazing, but they're good. They're not as bad as the DC movies that have been coming out.
I
DC
kind of
comes out with one. DC comes out with one movie like every couple years, and they're terrible, except for like the Batman movies, which are kind of okay.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Christian Bale did pretty good in the Batman series. I'm not really sure how the new one's gonna like stand out.
The voice, I just couldn't get over the voice. Just couldn't.
The new voice or the old one?
The new voice of Batman with the gravelly. I can't do it. No.
I like the old one better.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's my favorite Batman ever. He will always be that.
I
And
was-
have you seen Ben Affleck's pictures as Batman? Oh my god, it looks amazing.
Really?
I really?
Yeah, he looks so fucking good.
I know. I'm still kind of. I have to see the movie in order to know whether Ben Affleck's a good choice.
But the thing I'll say about that is if we let George Lucas keep Star Wars and Disney didn't take it away from him, we'd be looking at episodes 2 through 3 in 3D coming up instead of episode 7.
Are you serious?
Remember, that's the reason he released episode 1 in 3D, because he was planning on releasing all 6 movies in 3D in theaters.
I don't know. It might seem pretty good if they actually make it 3D Star Wars.
No, because putting 3D on a movie doesn't make it better.
No, I'm
That's like
saying like make a movie for Star Wars, but actually make it for 3D only. So it's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and.
And they're also releasing 2 standalone Star Wars movies now I'm thinking about it. Han Solo and Boba Fett. They're getting their own standalone movies.
Are you
I like the
serious?
spin-offs. Yes.
Man.
Ooh.
Wow.
They're
No, that's
writing
gonna
for
be
it now.
good, especially Han Solo.
But Boba Fett has done some pretty badass things in his career. I mean, even his armor, there's a reason that's certain colors.
It's the Mandalorian armor, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it uses Mandalorian color scheme, and the yellow is supposed to mean vengeance, which is why Shorter has yellow, because he wants to avenge his father from dying. And his main goal in life, the reason he trained so long, is because he was going to kill Mace Windu for killing his dad. Then he found out that Palpatine killed him, and he's like, well, fuck.
It's like my boss did
One
it.
thing-
Damn it.
You know why Boba Fett was all klutzy and stuff?
Reinforcements. Keep it up.
Alright, I'm
Because-
back.
Like,
Has
it was-
anything happened?
Because he was a mentally challenged clone? I don't know.
No, he wasn't really made. He was made differently. Like he was made different from his father and the clones. Like kind of restricting some things.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Boba.
Post under attack.
Was made to live longer than the other clones, I think.
Actually, not
No.
made to live longer, but for the normal troopers, they basically shortened the amount of time to grow. With
Yeah,
with Boba, he was completely unaltered.
yeah, they give you when they're born, they're given a serum at like times 30 their aging speed. So a 2-year-old clone has the physical fitness of a 25-year-old man. And
Okay,
then,
so that's like Spartan power.
yeah, and then they give you the antidote to pretty much when you get to a certain age and want to keep you that way. They give you antidote to pretty much stop the aging process altogether. So you're pretty much then you start aging normally. Thing with Boba Fett is he was made normally, but he was never given that super aging thing because Jango Fett, he pretty much gets locked away in that place. He wants
Someone to talk to,
yeah, he wanted a kid, somebody
or
who he
someone
can
to
talk
have
nurture for.
adultery stuff with.
Yeah, to train and to teach things, to go fishing. I don't know what the fuck he wants to do with kids, but he just wanted a kid. Teach him how to throw a baseball. I don't know.
Go ahead and throw a baseball on Camino. Come on, son.
Have adultery.
Watch out!
Here's
some
I
kids.
read
Watch
this
out for the
series.
water.
Enemy reinforcements are decreasing.
I read this Star Wars series called Boba Fett. It's really good, and like
think I read it
talks
too.
about he was, like
Hey,
he
I'll be right
went
back,
to
guys.
Tatooine and other planets, and that's how he got like Slave One or whatever his ship was called, because he like fought a bounty hunter and he won it.
I think some of the Star Wars ships are actually pretty good. The slave ship's pretty good. I like that one, and I also liked Anakin's personal ship. I'm not really sure what the name of it was called.
A command post is
I
now
don't think
under
it's
hostile
in there.
control.
It did, I just can't remember it.
For the Republic. Hostile
No.
reinforcements are being depleted.
I think Skywalker named all of his ships. Like
I named mine Big Betty.
Big Betty.
I don't know why I said that. Wait,
So-
are you guys still videoing this?
So final question, and yes, final question. What do you guys think will happen to the Star Wars theory in about 10 years?
It will still be the #1 series and most known series, probably.
It'll suffer the same fate as Call of Duty will.
I
I
hope.
don't
Oh God, do not give the license to Infinity Awards, ever.
know. No.
They'll make
I-
10 games in 1 year.
Yeah, it's either a company that spews out games faster than rabbits spew out babies, or a company that pretty much has
Command post under
what's the
attack.
word? Oh right, online passes.
Oh gosh, like Ubisoft with the Uplay?
Yeah, EA, they've done that.
Star Wars play.
Yeah, if you gotta, if you wanna play this game, you gotta pay the online tool that comes with your used game, or you could just get it from some retailer,
The Force is
Walmart,
with us today.
for the original price and not pay a dime. You just have to enter this confusing 25 to 60 key code. You know.
Oh, I know. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this video, Syndicate. If you guys have any questions or want to leave the comments on any of the questions or any of the statements we made today, you guys are welcome to. If you guys have any arguments you want to, you can go ahead and post those as well. Hope you guys liked the video, and yeah. May the 4th be with you, Syndicate, and game on.
Before you go,
Yeah.
I haven't answered the question yet.
Alright, go ahead and answer real quick.
You know what I think would happen in the Star Wars universe series in the next 10 years?
What's up?
I think it would get to the point where it would kind of be like Tom and Jerry today, where it's not so popular, but they're still.
Mace Windu chases
they're
Darth
still-
Sidious.
No. It's still trying. They're still like trying to milk money out of it, out of a now dying franchise.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry has not been very popular.
So it'll be kind of like that. Like it's made for this part, like this. It's made here. It's made for this generation, but they're gonna try to make it for the next generation, and if they just keep trying to adapt it.
I mean, they can if they work at it, but
They're just milking money out of it, even though it's not worth it.
They're trying to. Corporate greed is trying to squeeze as much money as they can out of its nipples.
Basically, it's like Rambo. It's like John Rambo from the Rambo series. If he's told that they're gonna make another movie, he would be like the First Blood, where he catches the guy and he tells him to let it go, let it go.
Don't get started there.
yeah, don't sing the song, please.
No.
No.
God
What?
no.
What
God
song?
no.
What song?
Let it go from Frozen.
No. I'm just singing. Let it go.
Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this video, Syndicate. I hope you all enjoy, and yeah, game on. See you next time.
Yeah.